What's good, YouTube? My name is Mac. This is my first video about narcissism and being in a relationship for over 10 years. And just telling you my thoughts about what I've been going through after the discard. First, after being in such a relationship for 10 years and doing my own homework, research, and going through a spiritual awakening, this is what I believe. This is my opinion. I'm open to other ideas or other people's experiences. First, I want to start off by saying narcs have a soul. Most people would like to think that they don't, but I have a different opinion because, for one, what does God punish if they don't have a soul? What is he really punishing? Just an empty vessel at that point? So they do have a soul, and they are controlled or possessed in some kind of way, spiritually breached, if I would say. And it's more to it than them just walking around like zombies. The next one is narcs hide your belongings to make you believe that your memory is fading. My ex used to always hide my wallet and keys. Anything that if I need it right then and there before I leave out of the door, or if I'm looking for something that I usually have at reach, the remote control for the television, maybe the wireless mouse for the laptop, it always is conveniently missing. And there's always that opinion of, oh, you're getting older, you're losing your memory, your memory's fading and stuff like that. Always taking shots and gaslighting your memory and your sharpness and your awareness. The next one is gaslighting, belittling, criticizing constantly means that you are for sure in the discard area of the relationship. Whenever they are constantly gaslighting or constantly getting into petty arguments that don't even really stick, they don't even really have a solidified argument. They know that you're on to them and that you're getting tired of them. So they already prepare for you to basically look like you were the aggressor, you were the abusive one, you were the one holding them back or holding the relationship back. The next one, demons use them as slave avatars to have a human experience. While she seems like she was functioning, every time I go back to review and have a moment of reflection, I noticed that she wasn't there a good bit of the time, and you can tell because most of the time they don't want to make eye contact. They're very irritable right when you are asking certain questions that they know could actually solve the issue. Gaslighting you to make you believe that you are the problem and that you are always the problem. You're always holding them back, and they never do want to go and seek any counseling or have a third party, a professional, to come in to check everything out to see how the relationship actually is on the inside. The next one is, this is 1,000% a spiritual battle, and people need to talk more about the spiritual realm. I believe that this energy and a lot of this is more spiritual than mental. I'm not here to hear about the psychological parts of it, although those are a big factor in this, in helping identify what this is and stuff. But I honestly do believe that there is a big spiritual problem, and the spiritual realm is a lot more real than this actual physical world. The next one is karmic debt is more important than physical debt. If you're in a relationship with this type of person, or a friendship, or however you are connected to them, their karmic debt will spill on you, or you will pay for part of their karmic debt. You don't have to be in a committed relationship with them. You could be family, friends, or just in bond, in one accord with them, friends, associates. And lo and behold, if you look around the environment while you're around this person or while you're dealing with this person, you will notice that a lot of, from mild to final destination type of stuff just start happening around. And it's just like, wow, this person really carries a bad luck of energy cloud that just comes around, or is always around and is always wreaking havoc. And they will be quick to blame you and tell you that you're the problem. The next one is these spirits jump from body to body. And this is kind of like the Matrix, or what I'm referring to is kind of like how the agents jump from person to person. Again, I say this is a spiritual warfare. I don't really I would, we can all talk about the psychological part, the book studies and everything else, but we really need to delve deeper into the spiritual side. I think that this channel will be more about self-healing and digging into the spiritual realm of what this actually is, and not just the psychological part of it. See if I have another one on here. The last one on this list, and I have more in another notebook, they like to hoard and have food to go to spoil. Now, I'm not saying this for everybody, because everybody might be a little bit different, but I do think that these beings, they like a dirty environment. They really do. They really like things to be on the floor for them to walk over. And it may look like she's going on strike in the relationship, and you may think that, oh man, I must be messing up or whatever else, and you might start cleaning up. I remember that she got mad because I immediately, once I got off of work, I started to clean up. And once she seen that it wasn't causing me irritation, that I immediately started to clean it up, the whole house and everything else, she just diverted. Oh, I was going to clean that up. I was going to do that. And I then knew that that was a tactic and not just a cry for help. That was more of an attack than anything else. They leave food out to spoil, have just things just to rot, whether it is plates of food, whether it is just dishes that need to be washed or whatever. If you start to wash them, they will say that you were never really helping in the relationship anyway for things to flourish. And you could be paying 100%, 90%, or 80% of the living, the living quarters, the car, the insurance, and none of that actually means anything. If you come in to help clean, they feel as though you're trying to take their job away from them. I'm gonna keep running it, and I'm gonna edit out the stuff in the process. One of the last things that I definitely want to be able to say before I even kick this channel off is that they indeed do hoover you. They do come after you as far as try to, monitor you and, check to see what you're doing, check to see if they can destroy anything that you might be working on, any way where they can disrupt you. If you still are broken, they're really just temperament checking. And they might, go all out and say that they're dealing with somebody new or whatever else, in the Hoover. I read it, but I did not reply, and I definitely suggest only doing that if you are strong enough to read something or listen to something without reacting, because a lot of them just want you to be provoked in that situation, that end up just getting provoked and they look like the crazy one. I honestly do say that life gets better once you are not in that narcissistic fog and you are able to see that you don't have karmic debt, that a lot of things just look brighter and more fruitful when you try to do any projects or if you try to get things accomplished around the house. I want everybody to learn that this is not the end and that we are stronger as a collective, and to be able to talk to one another and, discuss what each of us are probably already thinking. This definitely is a spiritual wound that needs to heal, and it takes time. It's been 1 year and 8 months. And, she's already done told me on the message that she's already with somebody else. And like I told you before, a lot of these people, they need to be with somebody. They have to. They can't help themselves in any kind of way, man. And you would think that you were the problem if they are with somebody and they're trying to, make you feel a way. And even if it does sting a little bit, it's not going to matter once they get the full gist of who they actually are. All you have to do is remain in no contact, and you should be able to win. This is all a big game for them, no matter what. They look at this as like competition. They want to see their damage have a return on an investment. You are the project that they damage so good that they want to see you crumble from afar or see you crumble while they are secretly watching you. You have to be able to keep your head up and your chest out. You have to be able to start working out and get that plan or get that goal accomplished. You have no karmic debt on you. I promise you, if you do your goals or do the things that your heart is intending on doing, it's going to work. I believe that the Most High has plenty of backing on anything that we want to do. Bless to everyone. I'll be back with another video. Like I said, I don't really know how to edit real good, so I might just drop the video as is. But I want